This masculine is coming up for air because they feel like they can't breathe in their life. There is a deep, profound sense of overwhelm, frustration, defeat, and surrender. This masculine is coming up for air because they can't breathe in their life. The feminine is the air that they breathe. Right now, you guys, for who this is for, if this has found you through all space and time, obviously you're here for a reason. Even if the whole message doesn't resonate, because it's collective. I'm reading for, tens and thousands of people. So, we always got to take, right? Like, this is for me. Oh, that part's not, right? It's all good. Okay. So this masculine is coming up for air because they can't breathe in their life. Everything has become so intense, so messy. I'm getting the breaking point. I can't take any more of this. I'm out of here. So if you're a masculine tuning in, then this is your confirmation that you are doing the right things and you're on the right path. If you are a divine feminine tuning in, getting confirmation about your masculine with what you are receiving telepathically, psychically, through signs, etc. Okay, then this is your confirmation, right? Feminine, you might be also feeling, especially if you're a twin soul, you also might be picking up and you might be feeling some of this intensity with the masculine. So since feminine is the way shower, feminine is basically like the foundation, the anchor of this connection, this soul connection in this incarnation. Feminines, you really, really, really need to ground your energy. Just make, and we should be doing this anyways because we are literally there's crazy solar storms happening right now, like daily, multiple times a day. I just saw 222. So we are shifting, crown chakra activated like crazy. New ideas, new clarity, new perspective and outlook on life. Where you used to see a wall, you now see a door, a path that's open and clear. But you saw a wall before because you were in a low consciousness. And that's how it is when we are in lower consciousness. That's why if you're someone who's, you've been awakened, you met the point of your soul destiny, that point where you were meant to be cracked open to start remembering again, okay? Then you know how it is. If you are around people who are still asleep or people who are maybe, they're just in lower frequency. It doesn't mean anything bad or there's something wrong because, hello, we've all been karmic. I've been karmic, super karmic. Like my exes, who I was in long-term relationships with, my karmic exes, oh yeah, super karmic, super toxic, okay? So, and that's another message that's coming through today with this message. So first of all, I just want to say, this energy of the masculines, just feeling like they can't breathe, okay? And this is because it's a very uncomfortable energy. It's super uncomfortable. Right now, I feel uncomfortable in my own skin. And it's not me. It's what I'm channeling from this masculine collective, from this masculine, okay? There's a very unhappy vibe, okay? There's a very unhappy vibe. Because the more clarity, just like us when we've been awakening, the more clarity and higher perspective shifts and stuff that we go through and receive and see, it gives us clarity and perspective on the things that no longer vibe with us, right? Right? So slowly but surely, as Divine Feminine has been ascending, Divine Feminine, she's been removing people, places, and things from her life so she can protect her energy, so she can heal, so she can rise, etc. Okay? The masculine is doing the same thing. I just saw 444. The masculine is doing the same exact thing. Okay, you know what? Actually, I was going to start with tarot. Let's go ahead and start with, this is a Starseed Oracle or it's Lightworker Oracle. Sorry, Lightworker Oracle Work Your Light by Rebecca Campbell. I'll tag the decks that I use, you know, in the video so you guys, you know, can purchase them or see them or whatever. So we're going to check in on a spiritual level in the 5D. We're going to see what's happening with the masculines on a spiritual ascension level. Okay. Because I think that's what the feminine really needs, like, confirmation about. And that's what the masculines, hello, my beautiful masculines. You know, I just posted, like, a whole thing a couple days ago or something. And it was about, like, the awoken masculine kings. And because the masculines are ascending and they're starting to really reconnect with their inner feminine, they're moving and healing. They're like moving out of the, you know, they're moving more out of the distorted masculine. Everyone's on different timelines, right? So the message remains the same, but maybe it's not happening right this moment for you. Maybe it's happening a month or 2 months from now. Do you know what I mean? So it's all good. Everything in divine timing. No stress. No worry, feminine. No stress, masculine. Like, we are protected. We are divinely held. Even when everything in our life feels like it's falling apart, okay? Like, whenever, it's like you got to have a breakdown to have the breakthrough. And that's exactly what is happening, okay? Like, feminines, too, been going through this. We know all the things. I don't want to get into that. It's been a dark night for many, many souls, okay? Especially the divine feminine and masculine counterparts. Divine feminines went through a deeper death of the ego over, you know, in the year of the dragon 2024 and the past, like, basically the past 6 months, 5 months of 2025 also. It's been a deep initiation and a deep preparation for both souls, for both counterparts, and, you know, for a lot of people globally. So anyways, okay, do you see this? This is like just came out on its own. Okay, so cool. Immediately, like, it's giving Cleopatra. It's look at her. She's a freaking queen. This is the empress here. Okay, like, she's an empress. She's a goddess. She's super in tune. Notice the moon around her, but it's like connected to her higher chakras. She's extremely intuitive, empathic, psychic. Her gifts are very open. She's connected. She's channeling. She's receiving. She's getting downloads, intuitive hits and insights. It's like, you know, these beautiful little energetic windows that kind of open momentarily for us to see through. And we go, oh my gosh, I see it. Or, oh my gosh, whatever it is, you know? So transformation, baby. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. Deep healing is occurring. Do you see this? Do you see this, like, activation? Okay, it's coming through for feminines and masculines like crazy. So there's a lot of activations happening with your healing power, your healing gifts. Feminines are rising like crazy, and masculine feels that. This masculine, they feel that. They see the feminine on her throne. They see the feminine. They have been watching and seeing the feminine as untouchable, as this celestial being that, you know, it's an honor to be in her presence. It's an honor to even know her, okay? It really is that, like, where the masculine, this is how the masculine feels feminine and sees feminine entirely. That's why, you know, like, where the feminine reflects healing and strength, it shines light on the masculines where they're not healing and where they're lacking strength, where they're being controlled, or where they're living in the fear program, right? So the feminine is this beautiful mirror, right? And look at her. I mean, look at her. Like, if you're someone who's, like, not happy in life, if you're someone who feels stuck, maybe you're having financial issues, you're getting hit left and right with things, it's chaotic. Like, in this moment, transport yourself into the energy of the masculine, like what they're going through, what they've been going through. And feminines, you guys know too, because, you know, when you guys were still in your karmic energy and, like, lower frequency before your awakening and all these things, and even when you started your awakening, this is the stuff that you've been transforming and shedding and healing, is insecurity and jealousy and things like that with other people or women. You know what I mean? Like, comparing yourself to people who have more than you, or who you in your eyes are prettier than you, or, do you know what I mean? Okay? all of that stuff stems from some kind of trauma, wound, etc. Like, we aren't just like on a soul level, that stuff does not exist. That's the stuff that has happened on a cellular level. It's imprinted within our cellular, our carbon based DNA, our carbon blueprints. It's like our old earth template. Okay, so this is for the masculine though. So what this shows me is that this masculine, their inner feminine has risen. Their inner feminine has risen. And you guys, by the way, if you're new here, I'm Erica. I'm a psychic medium and a prophetess. I am a high priestess. So I use the cards as a beautiful divination tool and medium, you know, but like obviously, like, right, like the cards are not necessary or needed. Although I love them, I will never give them up. My point is that I'm not a tarot reader, you know what I mean? So I try to introduce myself. So if you are like, this is your very first time, so you know who I am. You get to know me a little bit, you know what I mean? So nice to meet you. Those of you guys returning amores, thank you, mi so familia. We are a family here. Okay, we just celebrated our 4th birthday for Gypsy Cowgirl Tarot. So thank you, mi amores, for all of your love and support and the plethora of comments that flooded in regards to that. I adore you. You guys are freaking, you're my people. You are my people. You're my people. And I'm your people, which is why you're here, right? Okay. The inner feminine has, excuse me, what Spirit is saying to me, excuse me, I'm being corrected. What Spirit is saying to me is the masculine's inner feminine, because of the mirroring that the divine feminine has been reflecting. Okay, that, the mirroring and the reflecting, okay, the triggering, you know, you got to heal your resentments and your shit around that kind of stuff, feminine, okay, especially feminine, masculines too, but feminine too, because you know what, like, it's the blame game, you know, and that's all ego, that's distorted ego, that's the old programs. We aren't in the old programs anymore. Some of you guys are, okay, it's facts are facts. You know, if 10,000 people see this video and watch this video, you know, it's probably going to be about 60%, 50% of you guys that like that this is actually for. Do you know what I mean? So, and it's all good. It's all good, right? It's all good. Like, again, everything in divine timing. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing has been happening and is occurring. So this masculine wants the feminine to know, I'm transforming. This is straight up confirmation. I asked specifically about the masculine and the download that I received, which was, I can't breathe. I'm coming up for air. And divine feminine is the air I breathe. Meaning she's all up in his grill. She's consuming. It's living rent free in the mind and the heart. Okay. So what I want to say, okay, is thank you, Spirit, for always backing me up, okay? Okay, look, bottom of the deck says you're already doing it. Again, since masculine and feminine are divine reflections of one another, feminines too, you can just basically, so basically, feminine and masculine, if you're watching this, even though I'm tuning in and I'm talking about the masculine, because of the divine reflection of you guys, everything I say is for the feminines too. Okay? There's no separation in that. Okay. Feminine, you are freaking, you're vibrating so high right now. You're an irresistible energy. There's an extreme magnetism because of your high vibrational frequency. You are literally radiating. You are radiating. You are a power source, and you are radiating such power and confidence and sexiness and healing, like healed energy. It's a strong energy. It's a very confident. That's what I keep getting, is confident, strong, like, but at the same time, soft, gentle, graceful, beautiful. Do you know what I mean? And that is yin and yang balance. So the masculine is feeling, they're not only seeing the feminine as this balanced, like, goddess, but they're feeling her as that. And the feeling is the operative word here, because these connections that I'm talking about, you guys, the physical, there's been like nothing. There's been like nothingness between you guys in the 3D. Everything is the quantum. It's all happening in the 5D, in the quantum field. And you guys know I'm right. You guys know I'm right. That's why you're getting all the signs and the communication through that kind of stuff, because it's all happening on a 5D level. Okay, so anyway, so going back. So, you know, for the last few days, this kind of message has been coming up so strongly because it's Gemini season. We just had the beautiful Gemini new moon. We're in the energy of it. It peaked yesterday, right? But we've been in the energy like strong for like a few days now. And this new moon is a soul reset. And Saturn and Aries and like everything happening right now, it is a complete soul reset, like hitting the reset button basically. Like, you know, you've been doing the work and it's like the old programs, but like maybe you're still operating. It's like you've risen above it, but you're still day in and day out operating off of the old system. It's time for an update, mi amor. You've been updated. It's like, I've used this analogy plenty of times before too. It's like the iPhone, right? Okay. The iPhone, you can get your brand new iPhone, right? But while you have your iPhone, they send out the updates, okay? Right? So you're constantly getting the more updated system that your phone program is running off of, right? So it's the same thing with us, essentially, on a deep cellular level. Now, for me, this is talking about the carbon-based DNA. There's transformation happening. So it's an upgrade, an activation, an upgrade in a massive way right now for this masculine. It's a massive transformation where they are, you know, they're changing and shifting, and it's transforming from the 5D, from the 3D, you know, matrix, false matrix consciousness, and then they're elevating very strongly, and the transformation is their carbon-based DNA is alchemizing and transforming and turning on and activating. So it's their crystalline DNA that they are. It's a whole new operating system. It's their Christos, their soul blueprint, okay? Like these certain points of the soul blueprints that are bing, 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 they're lighting up. They're being activated for feminine too. Okay. Get ready, you guys, because I'm telling you, and I know this is happening for you guys too, like my crown chakra and like my third eye they've opened so much that like literally in my iPhone notes, because I'm getting downloads for you guys constantly. Okay, and I'm going to try to get as many of like my downloads out that I can. A lot of them are for my new channel that I'm starting this next week, first week of June. And this channel is all about the priestess, but I'm getting a lot. So it's for you guys too. That's why the feminine here, she has this beautiful, you know, whatever, the moon, the sun. I'm seeing it as a full moon because it looks like a silver illuminated full moon to me. And the full moon is the divine feminine. So yeah, my money's on it's a full moon, but whatever. Either way, the light, okay? But it's the crown chakra, it's her higher chakras. It's her throat, her third eye, and her crown. So it's showing right now that the feminines, these three chakras there's a lot going on, okay? So that's why I'm sharing with you guys, like, get ready. If you're my clients, or if you book personals with me, whether it's a general psychic reading, a past life Akashic reading, you know, a healing session. I do energetic quantum healing one-on-one, as well as my newest session that I was guided to start offering for the collective to help is shadow work sessions, which are they're very deep, very gentle. And I do for about 10 minutes at the end, do like some energy work with you and like on you. But anyways, what I was saying is like, everything is so open. It's wild, way more. So that's why like you'll see in my readings, like the stuff that's coming through, it's higher level consciousness. It's very high frequency stuff, and it's different. Like and that's what I mean by this. So anyways, I just wanted to say that. Okay. So, and by the way, you guys, I've never been on the whole Stanley Cup thing. Okay. I thought it was ridiculous how humans acted like crazy monkeys in a zoo, like with the Stanley Cups, like, you know what I mean? Like that whole thing that happened or whatever. I thought that was it just shows how programmed humans are, like going crazy over a fucking cup. That's wild. That's insane. But anyways, today I went to Chevron. I went to the gas station, And I walked in and they had Stanley cups. And I actually really have needed like a cup, like a big cup. Because you guys know me, if you've been with me, I'm always with my cups and my water, my homemade juices and cleanses and things like that. So I needed a new cup that held a lot. Okay, and then I walked in, I was like, okay, all right, you got me. But it's Lilo and Stitch. Okay, like how cute, Stitch. But I thought, oh my God, it's so cute with the hibiscus flowers. I'm very connected with the hibiscus flowers. And the hibiscus flowers are actually very connected to Kali Ma. Okay, and then it's very Hawaiian, obviously. And Hawaii is Lemuria, which, hello, right? And then I loved how it had the rainbow rim. And then the top, like, pink part is, like, rainbowy, too. So anyways, I really love it. Today, mi amores, because I know you guys always are curious because I share with you. Because it's, you know, the stuff that I make or drink, it's just like, it's so good for us. It's so good for us, okay? Just ice water with a few diced up cucumber slices. But what I also did was I peeled like a little, like, you know, a chunk of a cucumber, and I blended it, and I put the cucumber puree in the water and mixed it around, so it's got almost like a, okay, it's freaking wonderful though. So there you go. And the cucumber is wonderful for your intestines, your digestional tract, your gut health, your tummy. It's very moisturizing, very hydrating. There's all kinds of stuff, right? So okay. I'm a prophetess, I'm an oracle, I'm a seer. So everything I talk about, some of you guys really need to drink more water. Some of you guys are going, I would love to drink water, Erica, but I don't like the way it tastes. You know, like some people are like, I'm like, water has no taste, but that's why, because it has no flavor, and that's what people want. I want flavor, I want this, I want sugar, you know, and so water doesn't have that. That's why I zhuzh it up. I zhuzh it up. You know what I mean? Like, my water is bougie. My water is juju, you know? So anyways, okay. You've already done it. Let's get back to the message. Okay, I keep forgetting. See, this is, so much is coming through, so bear with me, you guys. I know, it's like psychic pinball. Ding, 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 ding. It's like that, okay? So I've been channeling these messages the last couple days really heavily. I can feel it, and the masculines keep showing up, and they keep coming through, and they keep letting me know, like, this is where I'm at. And, you know, it's different, like, collective masculine energy, but a lot of the energy overall is the same, right? So the masculines keep showing up, and the messages are like this, where it's like, I can't take my eyes off the feminine. I'm feeling extremely magnetized and pulled to the feminine right now. I'm having a lot of clarity around the feminine and the feminine's past behaviors with me, and maybe why the feminine pulled away or walked away, or, you know, it's like all these things, right? But the point is that they can't stop watching. They're spying like crazy. We'll just say spying, right? But what they're doing is they're tuning in. They're going, what's going on with her? What is she up to? Oh my gosh, I miss her. I want to see her. I want to look into her eyes. I want to see pictures of her. You know, they feel close to you in that regard. So for a lot of you guys, it's through social media, right? Well, check this out. So just like, what was it, the day before yesterday, the last like DF reading that I did, it was something like the download was an excuse to reach out. They're making an excuse to just reach out and break the ice. Okay. You know, it's like playing it cool, playing it nonchalant, playing it cool. That's basically the vibe. But I talked about how it was a check-in, how these masculines, they want to check in with the feminine. They want to check in. They want to feel the temperature. They want to go, you know, they want to catch up. They want to check in with you. This is what's been going on with me. How have you been doing? It's like that, right? Well, today, one of my very dear, you know, sister clients, you know who you are, my love. She sends me a message and she goes, I just had to share this with you because, you know, it's directly in alignment. And this happens like all the time, right? She's like, you're always so on point with what you're channeling and picking up with these energies. And she's a twin soul. She's on a twin flame journey. But she's a divine feminine who has, you know, she's truly vibrating in this frequency right here. And she has completely, you know, along like a while back, like myself too, she completely surrendered up any kind of physical outcome with the divine masculine, because she started healing those inner wounds and attachments around abandonment. And where is he? I need him. You know, I don't feel complete without him or someone here, like all that kind of stuff, right? So anyways, my point is that she surrendered that up, okay? Like she's like good, okay? And her twin soul, after she walked away from him, because she had to, because he couldn't and wouldn't meet her where she was. So she walked away. She went within. She started self-loving. She started doing all the things the divine feminine is meant to do and why she came here. And so my beautiful sister is her. Like, she's right here, okay? And she, right? So again, many of you feminines, myself included, this is us, okay? But I'm telling you right now, this is the divine feminine who, like I just said, has surrendered up physical outcome with this masculine. And they did it a while ago because they've been on their own. They've been celibate. They've been loving themselves. They've been going through dark nights by themselves. They've been, you know what I mean? They've been weathering the storms of life on their own. And all it does is it's helped them rise into this, okay? So she sends me this message, and she's had zero contact in the physical with this twin. Her twin, like many twin soul masculines and many divine masculine, you know, past life soulmates, when they get triggered and the ego gets triggered and all that, what they do is they either run back to exes, or, you know, they run back to a karmic partnership, or they get themselves into a karmic partnership, a lot of them, right? And for some, there's no other person involved. For some of them, it's just a deep wound of abandonment, fear, all kinds of other stuff that's going on with them. But I'm talking about, because this message, this is about the third party, masculine. This is about the masculines who have been in third party dynamics, whether it's a marriage or just a relationship, a partnership, right? So she sends me this message, and so her twin, like just today or something, went through and watched her stories on Instagram, and she saw him, okay? And so, you know, she sends me the thing, and she's like, oh my God, like, how crazy. Like, it's exactly what you said in your video the other day about they're going to start surfacing, they're showing up, they're going to show their face, and they're doing it so they can check in. So they can check in and see what's up. And that's exactly what her masculine did, okay? So she's like, this is crazy, right? And of course, she's also in the space of, okay, whatever, he's watching, he can keep watching. Like, what the hell? I don't care. He can keep watching, you know? And then she says, you know, but I feel bad for the karmic because, like many masculines, like I said, he went and got himself into a karmic relationship. His ego was wounded. His distorted ego was triggered, because of the mirroring of, you know, this beautiful feminine. So what did he do? He went to the low-hanging fruit. Wounded masculines go to wounded feminines, to wounded karmic feminines, okay, to stroke their wounded egos, their wounded, distorted ego. So wounded men attach to, and so does wounded women. They cling on to these wounded men. The wounded men cling on to them. This is what we call karmic bondage, karmic relationships. And it is started solely on trauma bonding. You know, like, I had these shitty things happen to me, and I'm, you know, wounded and I'm broken. Oh my God. I had similar things or the same things happen to me, and I'm wounded and I'm broken. And I never really healed myself. I never really healed myself either. I have a deep fear of being completely alone forever. Me too. I want someone to stroke my ego and to sit in my shit with me. I will sit in that shit with you. It's like that, literally, you guys. Okay. You guys like my little puppets? Okay. I know, right? Entertaining, but so true. So that's what they did. And I told her, I go, wow. I go, oh my God. Like, yeah, like he's definitely, you know, and I'm telling you, that's this message. They're coming up for air. They feel like they can't breathe. The feminine is the prana, the life force. It's like the breath of fresh air. We'll say that, okay? The feminine feels like I can breathe. Everything else around them are karmic partners. I can't breathe. But the feminine, it feels like I'm going, like I'm in like a, you know, like a self-love spa. I'm, You know, it's meditative, it's therapeutic, it's calming, it's soothing, it's relaxing. Okay, that's the feminine energy and by vibe. Okay, it feels good. It feels safe. It feels there's a flow like a river. Whereas everything else is crazy chaos, crashing waves, can't breathe, I'm drowning. It's like that. Okay. This is going to be very specific, but I just received a message about drowning. Some of you guys had NDEs, you had near-death experiences in water. You almost drowned, or you had a very scary experience with water. Okay? That's actually pretty common. I don't know why exactly, but I'll tell you like my theory on it, okay? Because I had the same thing happen to me in Hawaii when I was like 18 years old. I went to Hawaii for like a graduation gift, like a present. So my parents sent me to Hawaii. And I was, you know, we were, you know, like how you do wave diving, like as the waves come in, you know, you dive in and it's like fun. So I dived like 1 second too late and I got stuck in the riptide or whatever, the undertow. I don't know if it's the undertow. So I got stuck in this cyclone of water and I couldn't get out and I was wearing a bikini. You guys, that was an NDE for me. That was my first near-death experience. Because it was literally like that. And it was dragging me farther and farther and farther into the ocean and away from the shoreline. By the time the lifeguards, it was literally this, you guys. I exhaled my very last breath and I was thinking, I'm dead, I'm gone, this is it. I'm dying in Hawaii on my graduation, like, getaway. And and then I started thinking all these crazy things like, oh my God, my parents are going to get a phone call and they're going to have to come all the way to Hawaii and to pick me. Like, it was an instant, like everything flashed. Okay. Like when they say that, it's true. And right as I was like in that moment, the lifeguard, all of a sudden this hand, like the hand of Jesus in those things where he's reaching down into the water it was like that. So this lifeguard, bless his heart, he reaches down, he pulls me out of the water and I'm gasping for air. Something changed. Like I'm telling you, like special souls like us and starseeds and stuff, we often do have near-death experiences, and it's to awaken us, even though that didn't start my awakening. I was only 18. I didn't awaken until, like, like, I don't know, like 13 years later or something. Or whatever. But something happened for sure that day, right? So anyways, and it was like so embarrassing because I came up, I was like gasping for air, trying to catch my breath. He's like, are you okay? Oh my gosh, you're safe, it's okay. But I had to like stay like hunkered down in the water because the undertow, it ripped my bikini bottoms completely off and my bikini top. I was naked. I was completely naked and I like had to hide in the water. And he was like trying to locate they were like floating around. It was like crazy. Okay. So anyway, so you guys know me. Okay, if you guys are new here, like I channel so much, but I share a lot of my personal experiences, not because I like to talk about myself, because I am not that person. I'm like Aries rising, Aries moon. I'm not that person in that way. But anyways, it's because I'm a reflection of you guys. So what I share most of the time, a lot of you guys go, oh my God, I resonate. That happened to me too. That's crazy. So drop a comment down below. If you've had an NDE, or maybe you did flatline and you came back. A lot of people, that happens too. They cross over for just a few seconds and then they're back. They flatline and they're back. Okay, so drop a comment down below, you guys. Like, what is your NDE? Have you flatlined and come back? Okay, what was your experience when you did do that? Okay, mine was kind of scary in the way of like, and this was just my first one. I've had other ones. That'll be story time for another time. But anyways, mine was more like, it was peaceful in the sense of, it was just a moment of complete surrender. And I just stopped fighting it because I was kicking and paddling and trying to hold my breath and get out of and it was so strong. I had no choice but to surrender. So some kind of divine presence came in that moment and held me there and said, it's okay, just let go. And that's what I did. And my thoughts were not about me in those last moments. My thoughts were all about my parents, my family, my brothers, you know, the people I loved. Like, I was thinking about them. I felt bad for them. Like, they're going to have to, you know, come to Hawaii and take my body home. And like, it was like that, you know, but it all happened literally within seconds, like flashing. So anyways, the divine masculines, maybe there's an NDE, or maybe something happens, or, okay, you know what? This masculine, they may have just had a very significant loss in their life, or maybe they're about to. For some of them, they're about to. Okay? They may lose a parent or someone close to them, a grandparent, you know. Because I'm getting something about like the feminine, like the masculine knows the feminine is this beautiful container and safe space where they can completely fall apart and be vulnerable and cry and feel and be present instead of suppressing, avoiding, denying, rejecting, you know, and then just creating more problems. They're seeing that that's their pattern. That's their go-to behavior, and that has broken them. That doesn't work. Okay. You're already you're already doing it. So stop overthinking and keep facing your true north. This masculine is facing true north. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. You're already doing it. This masculine is already doing it. Their mind is made up. There's something where they're like, I already know what I want to do. I already know what I want to do. It's time to face this fear. It's time to conquer this fear. The masculine is rising in their true divine strength and masculinity, meaning they're realizing it is actually strength to be, it's strength doesn't equal brute, macho, you know, emotionless, I never cry. Like, that's not stuff to brag about or be proud of. Like, if a man says that to me, I am going to be like, you're extremely broken and I pray for your healing, right? Like, okay, get away from me now. You're not going to date me or whatever, right? They're seeing that now through the reflection of this feminine, okay? All right. So it says keep facing. So that what that means is they're already facing true north. They're already in alignment with their soul path and destiny when it comes to their life and when it comes to love, divine feminine. Okay. I'm also receiving that this masculine recognizes themselves as royalty. Okay, so let's get a couple tarot cards. I love you guys so much. If this is your first time here, you guys, I usually do pull more cards and stuff, but honestly, always the first part of my messages is channeling for sure. And then I channel all the way through, but then I channel with the cards. So if you guys want to book with me, if you guys want to connect with my gifts one-on-one, maybe you want to hone in on your twin flame journey, or maybe you're someone that's been in a very dark place and, you know, you really need some help with shadow work and shedding darkness, heaviness, you know, how do you alchemize, transmute, how to get in touch with your inner child, heal that. Okay, there's a lot of stuff that goes into my shadow work sessions, one-on-one. I do past life Akashic record readings and sessions because I am an Akashic guide and channel. So we open up your soul book, okay, of it's everything about your soul, who you've been, all the things, right? And then I channel, I'm guided. So it's very detailed. Who you've been, where you've been, when you've been, has it been, is it in another, you know, is it earthly incarnations? Is it in another star system, the Pleiades or Lyra? It's like all the things, right? So very cool, very cool. So anyways, everything's in the description box. So let's go ahead and get a couple tarot cards. Can we get the overall message in regards to this masculine coming up for air? Now, the other part of the message here, the download, which I think I'm going to do a short video about this. But The other big part of this download is this masculine, because the masculine that I'm talking about that's coming up for air, the majority of them, it's third party attachment. Okay, look at this. This is, I mean, first of all, Divine Feminine, you are just like in a time of victory and winning. Like the things lining up, the things coming in, it is your true north. Because you faced that path. You transformed on a deep cellular level. Okay, you've been healing. You've been by yourself on your throne. Okay, you knew you weren't ready. You knew you, well, some of us thought we were ready. But that was our ego. Okay, that was our ego. And that was our deeper wounds of abandonment. Okay, like, you know, you can't rush it, right? Okay, so now you're ready. Now they're ready. Okay, success, recognition, self-esteem. My self-esteem is back. My self-esteem is rising. My self-worth is back and rising, okay? Like, this is a yes card, first of all, so it's saying yes to everything. Okay, but feminine, like, you are looking freaking incredible. You are vibrating so, like, beautifully. Like, everyone is drawn to you. Animals, babies, men, women, okay? People are going to be staring at you like crazy. A lot of you guys, physical looks, absolutely. It's because of your physical appearance, right? Now, the masculines I'm tuning into in these connections, yes, your physical appearance is absolutely like OMG. Like, do you know, it's hello, beautiful goddess. Like, oh my, it's like I've never seen anyone more beautiful than you. Like, it's everything about you. But, you know, these soul connections, true north, soul destined, you know, connections, if they align, it's the, how do I want to say this? The masculines who are in third parties, okay, so like this was the download, is that masculines in third parties, that they have third party karmic soulmates, okay? Those it's like their relationship or marriages are a complete mess. It's in shambles, okay? It's been grasping at straws, okay? I feel like masculine is choosing victory after a very long battle in their life, just like feminine has mirrored and reflected to them through the feminine's journey, okay? It's like they really admire the divine feminine and the divine feminine's, you know, endurance and perseverance and divine will and strength, right? So it's like you inspire them in that way, right? But anyways, going back to the karmics, karmic third parties, and this is why I'm gonna do a separate message. If a divine masculine is with a third, like if they're with a karmic soulmate, okay, like let's just say it's a divine masculine man with a, you know, a karmic woman, okay. It's karmic, right? So we know there's trauma bonding and all this stuff, right? But this is what I told my sister client when she reached out earlier, because like I said, she said, like, I have empathy. I feel sorry for the karmics. And I said, I know, me too. Like, you know, like my twin flame, I know, you know, I know that I know it because I see it with all of my spidey senses and gifts. I've seen it for a long time now, since the very beginning when he got himself into this karmic turmoil, okay? I saw everything happening way before, you know? And I said, oh my gosh, to myself, like, you have no idea what's about to, like, you poor thing, mi amor. But the karmic, like, you know, lack of a better word or whatever, you know, hates my guts. Don't know this person, never met this person, could care less about what's going on in their life or with their person, or, you know, my twin flame, basically, right? But it's not ownership or possession. It's just, that's the soul truth, right? So again, I've surrendered up a long time ago, but I'm a goddess empress who is in a receiving energy, and I'm on my throne. So if my masculine has victory over a long battle and they're feeling called to come in, I will receive them, right? What happens next? No clue, right? So it's just being in that, like, and, you know, being in that energy of, I'm good either way, okay? Really, all the Empress wants for the Emperor, her masculine, is for them to heal and rise and ascend and be happy. The feminine is not attached to, I just want you to come and rise and be happy with me. Okay? True divine feminine energy, like, it's not, you've released those attachments, okay? But these karmic partners, you guys, like I said, for example, and you guys know me if you're new here, like, to an extent, I'm very transparent because that's how you help people. You don't help people by having a platform and hiding everything and putting on a mask and showing up artificially, right? So I lay most of it, because not everything in my personal life and journey is meant to be shared with everyone, but I do share a lot. So in this moment, this is what I'm sharing, okay? So, and this is what I shared with my beautiful sister earlier about her whole thing too, is we have deep empathy as these Empress Queens. We have deep love and empathy towards the karmics, because we ourselves, and this is what I said to her, I said, I have lots of love for her and towards her, and I pray for her. I really do, for both, everyone. For her to find herself, for her to awaken, for her to ascend and find true love, and for both parties, okay? Like, hello, right? But I myself, I've been the karmic. I've been the karmic in all of my past karmic relationships. I was codependent, you know. I was never like desperate, like, oh my God, please don't leave me, or anything like that. Because again, like, on a deep level, I've kind of always been like how I am, like very like independent and strong and stuff, but I was codependent. And the fear of losing my boyfriends or whatever at the time, it triggered deep wounds within me. And it felt unbearable because it was so intense, but I had no idea that I was feeling not only what was happening then, but what I have also felt in many other lifetimes in the same kind of scenarios, okay? So anyways, the point is that we have love for the karmics. We tap our hearts and we send everyone in these dynamics love. And here's the big download though. Here's the big download is the karmics, just like the masculines are watching and spying and they can't take their eyes off of you, the karmics are doing the same thing. If this karmic, and this is, you know, this is what I told, you know, my sister friend, I said, I know that my twins, you know, karmic basically like, you know, turned into Sherlock Holmes and did some kind of like deep investigating and, you know, found out who I was, like, you know, when they got together, started like, you know, like social media stalking, you know, just weird stuff, liking like my posts. Like we belong, like there's like a paparazzi jewelry group that like, you know, I'm a part of because it's women who are connected with him that do it, and they're all friends with him, right? So I met them, and so I'm a part of the group, right, when I was seeing him. And anyways, like, I was just like, I had no idea who this person was, and then all of a sudden, like, all my things in that group for the jewelry page, it was like any comment I put or post I posted, she would like, and I'm like, who is, you know? But then as I tuned in, who is this? My higher self goes, this is who she is. And I went, oh, that's why she's doing that. It's like a dog trying to pee on its territory or something, just really weird. And it's not the first time I've ever experienced behaviors like that with low vibrational women, of course. So anyways, long story short is that's the kind of stuff they do. It's a triggering, okay? And it's on a deeper level because the karmics are intuitive too. I've been a karmic plenty of times when I was in my karmic energy still and asleep. But I was still highly intuitive. I've been super intuitive, and I've had stuff with my gifts happening my whole life. So these karmics are intuitive too. They can intuitively feel that this masculine has been not completely upright or upfront and forthright, that this masculine hides things, and so that triggers more of their abandonment, insecurity, and jealousy wounds because they can sense it. Intuitively, they sense it. They're not being completely honest. They're hiding things from me. You know, so what that does is it triggers those wounds, and then it triggers them to go start doing their own investigating and try to figure things out that they intuitively feel the masculine is hiding. And these karmics, they hate the feminine. They can't stand the feminine because they view the feminine as a threat. Okay? I'm going to do everything in my power to hold on to this man because I never want this man to leave me. And I never want this man to leave me and go with her. It's like that. It really is. And, and all of that is because, again, they are very low vibrational. They're codependent. It's like, how am I going to live without you? And how am I going to support myself? And, oh my gosh, you're leaving me. It's like all these things. Okay. But really on a higher level, we know the truth of these connections and dynamics. So if it's a twin flame, if your masculine twin soul is with a karmic soulmate, this karmic soulmate, and this is the download. And when I said this to my sister friend, she goes, oh my God, like I never even thought of that before or had that kind of perspective about it. And it's so powerful and so true. If there's a karmic partner who is involved with the twin flame, okay, let's just take a woman karmic with a masculine twin. The woman karmic will always feel, she will always feel in energetic competition with the divine feminine. And it's a completely one-sided competition because just like the feminine emanating, it's like waves. That's the energy. Okay, so it's just like radiating off of her. It's so beautiful. It's so healing. It's so, right? So, but if you're in a low vibration and you're extremely, in survival mode and, you're unhealed and you're all these things and codependent and devil karmic bondage and devil energy, someone like that, giving off that energy is going to be extremely triggering to you. And that's exactly what's happening. So right now, the feminine is a divine reflection and mirror to both the masculine and, for a lot of them, the masculine's karmic as well. Both masculine and the masculine's karmic are learning from the divine feminine, period. The karmic won't admit it or doesn't like it and hates the fact that, they low-key, really, vibe with you. Okay, if you weren't who you were, we would be girlfriends. It's like that. That's how the karmic, it's like, I hate that I like you. I hate you. And I hate that low key, I like you. I'm impressed by you. You're all the things and you embody all the things that I wish I was, that I want to do, or I want to be, or, that I wish I could be. It's like that. And that's what so it's super triggering, but at the same time, it is healing. It is that beautiful reflection. Anyways, point being is that the karmics will forever be in energetic competition with the divine feminine, even though, it's like the feminine has, the feminine is just doing feminine, right? But for whatever reason, the karmics are laser focused on the feminine, the threat. That's what it is. It's the threat. Okay? Because they know and sense and feel the connection between you guys. Okay? They sense and feel the love that masculine has for feminine. The fact that the masculine adores the feminine, holds her on a pedestal, sees her as this beautiful primordial queen, and it makes the karmic feminine or the karmic feel inferior, not good enough, insecure, jealous, competitive. I'm also seeing a lot of and it's not fooling the masculine, so don't worry, but because the masculine is seeing through the illusions in a big way. But a lot of these karmics, if you do tarot, maybe they go buy tarot cards or oracle cards and they start pulling cards. And the masculine goes, and the masculine maybe knows, right? You're a tarot reader, you're oracle reader, right? Or you work with divination tools, okay? We'll say that. And then all of a sudden they're going, this is out of left field with the karmic. You just bought an oracle deck. The masculine will see how the karmic starts mimicking and trying to be like the feminine. But it's fake, it's false, it's an act, right? Because we know that this is a vibration, this is a frequency. You can't just sit on a throne and go, I'm a queen. That's not how it works, right? So Holy shit. Look what's on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so I was not obviously expecting this to go this long, but whatever, you guys. If you've made it to this point, okay, like, there's a victory here for you. There's a victory. This masculine wants victory with the feminine, and they want victory and all the things over where they have felt controlled or weak or, you know, whatever it is. It's like, it literally is like, God, what am I doing? Oh my God, I need to change my life. They've been feeling that for so long. And the feminine just keeps reflecting that back, right? So this masculine is coming up for air. Look at that. Look at that. 2 different decks. 2 different decks. First card, first card. Look at that. Transformation. Transformation. It is huge, you guys. It is huge. And a lot of it has to do with the Gemini new moon that we are in and just had. Realization. I told you. Thank you, Spirit, for always backing me up. Like, thank you, Divine Masculines, for communicating so clearly with me. Like, because the masculine energies, the higher selves, they come to me. They bring me the energy. They show me things, right? They let me know what's going on and what I need to share with the collective, right? Just like Divine Feminine energies when I channel feminine messages for you guys. It's deep realization. That's why they're checking in. That's why they're spying. That's why we're having the lightning and the foundation is crumbling. The house, the life, the family they built with this person or whatever's been going on, it's over. It's done. And it's the universe itself that is relentless right now in creating the situations where the karmic structures completely fall. Saturn and Aries, this right here is Saturn and Aries. Totally, I mean, right here, the Mars energy for sure. Mars and Uranus, okay? Life change. The masculine is going, I'm ready. I'm making life changes. I'm having massive realization. That's also what the lightning bolts, it's like the lightning bolt clicks on, the aha moment, the holy crap, I see it. Liberation. I'm liberating myself. My self-esteem is coming back, but in a different way. It's like true self-confidence, true self-esteem through self-love, and through these crumblings, these tower moments, these moments of divine detour. The universe is not letting up. It's relentless. It's relentless. Navigating, guiding, trying to get these divine partners together. And feminines too, you guys have been having to liberate in a huge in a huge way as well. The reason why I said water, because after the tower, transformation, liberation, it's the 4 of water. Look, you have 4, 5. Okay? These are all connected here. Masculine goes, what have I've been playing a game. I've been making the wrong moves and I've been losing the game. I've been losing at the game that I created myself. I created this game and I don't even know how to play it. I'm losing. So they're thinking, what do I do? What do I do? Thinking. A lot of thinking. A lot of thinking and profound realizations. Okay? All right? And by the way, for those of you guys where the karmic energies are watching you, they're, spying, they're watching, you will know. Because you will feel it, or the universe is telling you, spirit, your higher self, you're getting signs about it or something, like stuff like, karmic energies are, all around you, someone sending you evil eye, make sure you're protecting your energy. But I'm telling you right now, the karmic partners, they're definitely sending the feminine dark energies, or they're trying to, but it's stupid. It's pointless. And also, the masculine protects the feminine. The masculines are protecting the feminine both in the 3D and the 5D, because that is who they are. They are the emperor, the divine protector to the feminine, the guard, the bodyguard, the protector. Okay? It's part of their role. Distraction, self-absorption, discontentment. I've been avoiding, whatever it is, like they had the Ace of Cups. They realize this masculine is having huge moments too of realization where they're going. You're the one that got away. I went for the wrong person, or I stayed in the wrong patterns or person or whatever it is. You know, I rejected true love. I rejected a true divine woman or man or, you know, partner, whatever it is. Okay, I'm feeling really bummed out about it. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I let it slip away. I can't believe I just rejected it. I can't believe I avoided. Okay, the 5 of air, self-deception, self-sabotage. It's like when the masculine starts feeling things for someone, when they started really feeling things for you and things started really activating in this dynamic, that's when they got triggered. That's when like a lot of the fear started coming up, right? So mistakes, melodrama, and reassessment. I'm reassessing. I'm done with the drama, the melodrama. Okay, that's what I'm hearing is like, gosh, you're so melodramatic. It's like that. The masculine is dealing with drama. For some of them, again, it's maybe their own shit where they're looking at themselves in the mirror and they're going, you know, what have I done? They are going through transformation. They're having realizations. You know, there's things opening in their minds and in their thoughts where they're going, okay, I see a way that this will work now. Before, I was thinking logically or this, okay, maybe it's long distance or maybe it's this or that. I know for a lot of you guys, especially twin flames always have physical 3D challenges within their, you know, within their initiations. You know, for some twin souls, it's an age difference, an age gap where society thinks that's not okay, that's not right. And so, you know, they have to liberate themselves and heal things around that kind of stuff. Or maybe it's just long distance where you guys live across the world. A lot of twins live in different countries or different states, okay? It's very rare. Or maybe you guys were from the same hometown at some point, but in your adult life, it took you to different places where you don't live, right? So it's always like that with twin flames, right? There's always like these things that, you know, religious factors, cultural differences, deep family wounding and patterns and trauma where it's like a family structure patterning where this is how we do things. You know, it's like the children, they try to find partners that, you know, basically like resemble their parents and like and then it always ends up toxic. It's like stuff like that, right? So anyways, yeah, masculine. Let me ask real quick because I feel very strongly for like who this is for before we go. So I don't know, you guys, this is crazy, but let me go ahead and get like, okay, exactly. So the angels are showing up. You know, we have a lot of references to the angel wings, right? You know, and then on the wands in this suit and the swords, there's wings on, okay. Passion is a lot of passion, kundalini fire, a lot of passionate energy, sexually charged energy. The masculine is, it's this, it's magnetization and a pull, but it's deep soul attraction. Soul attraction is next level, right? Like it's not like anything you've ever experienced in that way, right? Because it goes beyond the physical. And this connection, rainbows are going to be a sign. They're going to be significant. Angel wings or just like messages about the angels or seeing the angels. Balance, compromising, self-control, moderation. This masculine is learning to be balanced, to be in the present moment, to not just be reactive to everything. This masculine is chilling out, becoming more observant than reactive. This masculine is craving things like meditation, quiet, calm, spending time outdoors, nature. This masculine might be called to go on a hike or, you know, go camping or, you know, go to the lake or, you know, go to the ocean or go sit by a river or whatever it is. But I'm kind of getting all of that, okay? But right now, this woman, this angel, this is how the masculine sees and feels the feminine right now. The feminine is feeling very balanced because they've done a great deal of balancing, a great deal of shadow work to get into this balanced state. Again, I'm telling you right now, my loves, like this is not going to be for everyone here. But even if you're not right here in this moment, you're getting there and that's the point. And this is what's to come. So just keep going, okay? All right. So is this masculine thinking of, at this time right now for my viewer? So I'm going to extend this, you guys. I'm going to extend this because I know it's an hour, but what I want to do is I want to go into the extended. The extended won't be as long, okay, I promise. But it will be a lot, because what I'm going to do in the extended is I'm going to dive deeper. Like, first of all, what's going on with them in the karmic or in their 3D reality. Second of all, why now? Why now? Like, what shifted? Yes, because of solar flares and activations and ascension, but some stuff is going down with the tower. So I'm going to dig into the tower, okay? I'm going to dig into what they are reassessing or assessing in their lives. And I'm going to use 2 of my personal channeled twin flame and, divine counterpart message decks where they speak directly to you. So it's like they're talking to you, what they want you to know. So if you're interested in the extended, mi amors, it'll be right down just in the description box. Just click on the extended link, okay? Secondly, you guys, also in the description box, I'm doing, we're doing our Atlantis. It's going to be the underwater temples of Atlantis. So we are going into the Atlantean waters, sacred waters and oceans. So we're doing it for the 6/6 portal. The event is on June 7th, Saturday, June 7th at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Like all the workshops, portal workshops that I've done when I'm called to do them, it's at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It is recorded. Tickets are $44 USD. That is the energy exchange, and the recording is just as powerful. So if you can't make the live, it's all good because it's in the quantum field. So when you tune in, you're there with us in real time. But this one is super, like, it's just, they're all special, but this one is really neat because it's the first time we're going into the ocean, into the waters. So we were invited, and we will be working and receiving healing from the mermaids in the mermaid temples of Atlantis in the ocean, okay? We are going to be visiting Poseidon's kingdom. We will be working with the water dragons, the whales, the dolphins, other interdimensional beings, and other masters or priestesses who want to show up. But I'm telling you right now, it's predominantly just the mermaids, and there's so much. So like, if I'm trying to remember, because I posted on the community page, the focus and the intention that the mermaids are saying, it's fully activating your 12-strand crystalline DNA, meaning it's activating your full soul blueprint, okay? Okay, so it's deep healing, and it's changing you and transforming and activating you on a deep, crystalline, cosmic soul level, okay? Activating your light language and your light language gifts, both verbally and channeling through symbols, art, things like that, creating activations or channeling activations for others. They're very focused on, all participants will be getting a deep cleansing and activation in their hands. So activating your hand chakras, your palm chakras, for maybe it's Reiki, or maybe it's just intuitive energy work like what I do. Things like that. So working with the energy in your hands, the light in your hands, the palm chakras. I'm trying to think of everything else. Also, just being in the water, the codes, etc. It carries very deep, powerful codes of healing and cleansing and purification. So everything that, we've all been through recently, like this is, we're here now, and this is the rebirth, but this is where we've all been. The death, the tower, transformation, for at least, especially the last year and a half since Year of Dragon, but way before that too, right? So essentially, by us so basically what we'll be receiving is a deep cleansing, a shedding and a purification of that heaviness, of the old program. So it's going to help you rise and elevate and detach from the old programming, because you're this new version of you, but you're still operating off of the old system. So what we're going to do is we're going to completely deactivate that old system and help you step into the new system completely. Okay. There's so much, you guys. So read down below in the description box. Email me with the subject title, mermaid temples, Atlantis, whatever you want to say. And then we'll get you set up. And yeah, so I'm so excited, you guys, but I don't know. I have to talk shop. Like I said, I'm not just a tarot reader. My life would be so much easier if that was my soul path, where I was just someone that was meant to come on here and pump out cards and click off, and that's it. But that's not it. But that is not how it is, okay? So let's go ahead and see. Is this divine masculine? Show me the action. Is there a plan of action? Is there any kind of 3D action that they're planning to take towards this queen? 10 of Earth. This is a big fat yes. This is not only a yes, it's like a hell yes, right? Like a holy hell yeah. Because this right here means with the feminine, they want long-term. They want family, structure. You know, this is great wealth. This is lineage. This is having it all together. Family, extreme wealth. Because both of you guys see and sense within each other that if you're together in the physical realm, this is what it's going to look like. Meaning, you guys together will be rich or extremely well off, or it's just extreme abundance irregardless, because of the vibration and the alignment of the true north between you guys. 1111. Prosperity, security, tradition. Are they planning on taking action? For me, that's a yes. And look, bottom of the deck, it's like a yes, but this is what they want. Two of Fire on the bottom of the deck. Planning. I'm planning. There's progress. I'm looking out to the future. Okay, for a lot of them, like I said, there's someone else here. Okay, that they need to leave here so that they can go on to their journey. Okay? Partnering. I'm planning on partnering. This is what I want. This is what I'm manifesting. And there it is. Okay, look at, there's the Eight of Wands, the Sun, the Four of Fire. So, speed. There it is. I've been planning. There's progress. Full speed ahead. Activity. Multitasking. There is a lot of multitasking. Like this masculine has a lot going on in their life. You know, a lot. There's a lot of busyness energetically around them. Okay? So this is like, yeah, communication, action. This is happening. That's the vibe here, okay? So right now, today, at this time, we'll say this week, next week, right now, the masculine is planning, yes, to take action, okay? Can that change? Absolutely, because they have free will. It can shift on a dime. But this feels well thought out. I've been planning this. This is what I want, okay? Like, I'm coming to get it. Prosperity, contentment, and celebration. Four Wands, we know that is 1111. It can be connected to twin flames. It's, you know, but it's a strong foundation, and that's how the masculine sees the divine feminine. The masculine knows that the feminine is a strong foundation. She's solid, and she's built it on her own. That's the point. She's in the 9 Pentacles. The masculine comes forward, okay, if it happens, and then boom, it creates the 10 Pentacles. Yeah, union. And then the Sun, bliss, contentment. It's also divine masculine, inner child, success, recognition, and enthusiasm. Hold on. You have both yes cards in the tarot, 6 of Wands and the Sun. Recognition and recognition. This is massive recognition, especially for feminine, but we have a feminine and a masculine here. So the universe is saying to the divine masculine, we recognize that you have indeed learned the lesson, masculine. It's the stamp of approval. And so it's enlightenment. It's I see it all. I have clarity. This is clarity, revelation, you know, all the things. This masculine feels very nervous but excited. Like they're excited to share with you or something. So let's go ahead and get a spirit animal, and then we'll end the message. Sorry, guys. I know this one's long, but hey, every single thing that came through in this is super important. So this message, if you came here and you watched the whole thing, you're the real deal. You're the real deal, and this is your real deal. This is the real deal. The lizard. If you see a lizard, okay, like after watching this, if you see lizards or whatever, that's your confirmation. Dream the world into being. The masculine is dreaming their world into being. And what does their future timelines and world look like? It's the 10 Pentacles. It's the 10 Pentacles. It's the moving forward. It's all the things. Okay? So the lizard is significant. Dream your world into being. Dream the world into being. And then we have Sandpiper Spirit. Be playful. That's a cute little bird. I love it. 51 and 38. So you have master number 11. And then this breaks down to a 6. Be playful. Masculine and feminine are both ready for fun, playful, adventure. Like, can't keep your hands off of each other. You know, having beautiful sexual union all the time with each other. It's like that. Like, you guys, I'm telling you, it's hot girl summer. This summer, okay, this summer is a summer of victory. This summer is a summer of success and rewards. This summer is things accelerating and speeding up after a time of the void, the darkness, the shadow, the in-between, the stagnancy, the lack, the loss of money or income, whatever it is, okay? So, and then look at that, the bee spirit. So you have the lizard, the sandpiper spirit, and the honeybee. And the honeybee is letting you know sweet results await. Followed by the peacock, let it shine. Let it shine, baby. That's a male peacock. Card number 64 represents a 10. It's completion and new beginning. This masculine is feeling like I need to shine. Look at that. The antelope. Life is speeding up. So this is what I've got for you guys. I'm leaving it here. I'm going to go into the extended. The extended will probably be about 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes or so, you guys. But I'm going to dive deep, like I said, into the tower, into the action, and why the like change of heart. I know it's been a long time coming and it's been like subtly shifting and changing, but it just feels like something happened. There was a breaking point, like I said, and I channeled earlier. So I want to see, I just want to dig in. And then we're going to get like messages from this masculine, and we're going to see, and we're just going to let them talk. We're going to let them talk through the cards and just speak to the feminine, everything that they want them to know or what's going on, etc. Okay. And what I'm receiving is the reason why I'm doing that is because it's to prepare the feminine for contact and physical communication. Because you might be watching readings for a long time and all these things. I'm telling you though, Divine Feminine, when it actually happens, when this person actually shows up, okay, and they're just open and, okay, transparent in that way, it's going to be shocking. I'm telling you. So start thinking about, you know, how you're holding space for that when it happens, how you're going to be with the masculine. You know, you don't want to be reactive. You don't want to be impulsive. You definitely, if you're Divine Feminine, you never want to say things like, oh my God, I knew you'd come back. You're my twin flame. Did you know we're twin flames? Like, that is crazy. And if you want to lose someone forever and trigger them forever, say things like that. Say that to them. Okay? I'm telling you. Anyways, I don't even know why I'm saying that, because the Divine Feminines who I'm talking about, who were in the card earlier on the throne, they would never say things like that. So you know what? Never mind. Sorry. Because if you're someone who even thinks about things like that or would say, this message isn't for you. Okay, sorry. That was my bad. Sorry. But hey, perspective. So I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. I will see you right now over in the extended. Okay, and I have a few other readings that I'm going to be uploading for you guys. I'm starting the zodiacs. Okay, so I'm starting with Pisces and Virgo, or Pisces, Sagittarius, Leo. So stay tuned, because go check them out, you guys. So it'll be like going into June, the first part of June, the next couple weeks, what's happening. Okay, I love you. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for staying with me for an hour and 18 minutes. You guys are the freaking best. Mwah. Bye. And so it is.